Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Cabinet meeting for this evening. First of all, just to go through the fire evacuation procedures. There are no fire alarms scheduled for this evening. Therefore, if the fire alarm does sound, please evacuate the building immediately. The fire exit is located at the rear of this room. Go down the stairs and meet in the War Memorial Park. This meeting is webcast, so members please note that this meeting is being webcast live on the internet. I just needed to check that. I think everything is all right. And please can I just ask you to ensure that your mobile phone is either switched off or put onto silent. That would be very helpful. Thank you very much. So moving on to the agenda for this evening. The first item is apologies for absence. I've received apologies from Councillor Eachus, Councillor Isaac and Councillor Bean. Second item is declarations of interest. Do members have any declarations? No, thank you very much. The third item is urgent matters. I do have one thing to cover on urgent matters. We had programmed into our forward schedule that we were due to have an item on the local plan update. So to confirm that it hasn't been issued with the papers, we will not be formally agreeing tonight the start of a consultation on a local plan that includes in the draft a number of 17,000 new homes. Since the unanimous vote in this council rejected the housing number created by the standard method, Cabinet members have been working along with officers on a plan to successfully develop a new sustainable number of new homes. Therefore, the item is not with us tonight. I believe everyone in this council is in agreement that the trend over the last 60 years of extreme housing growth in Basingstoke and Deane needs to slow down in order for local services to catch up and create a much more sustainable future for our borough. The council has been working towards updating its local plan to ensure an approach to the future which meets the needs of our residents and visitors in a way that responds to the climate change agenda, ensures that communities thrive and are sustainable, and our precious environment is protected. Any one of these would have challenges, but delivering all of them in the current planning system is a significant challenge in itself. Commentators who suggest otherwise are in denial over the complexities of the planning system. I would like to thank the parish councils, visiting speakers, technical experts and councillors on our local economic planning and housing committee for all their hard work discussing and providing feedback on the preparatory work to benchmark our starting position in this process. Whilst we have been working proactively to move forward with the development of the plan and its policies, it is clear that there are significant challenges around how we identify the borough's true housing need. It is important to keep the plan process going, but in a way that responds to both local concerns and local circumstances. Some of this work relies on up-to-date data which is not yet available, and it is also very clear that it would not be appropriate to undertake a consultation on a draft plan at this stage when such significant concerns around the impact of this housing number remain. And until further and full consideration is given to this, the issue to ensure that the council moves forward with a plan that is robust, responsive, and can be fully supported, we will not be going forwards with Regulation 18. As leader of the council, I have already asked officers to produce a report that clearly states what work and data is still required so that we can identify the true, and I really mean true, level of local need for housing and support changes to the planning system that give more local say over development in the future. This report will be discussed at the Cabinet meeting scheduled for the 27th of September, and we will then decide on a way forwards. Councillors and MPs up and down the country agree that the current planning system is fundamentally broken and needs a significant overhaul to put local decision-making back at its heart. We will continue to work with our local government colleagues to make recommendations and suggestions on what those changes should be. I am heartened that everything that the new Prime Minister has said in recent months shows that she agrees that local needs should be decided locally. It cannot be right that the borough has experienced eye-watering levels of house building, yet is at the same time punished for lack of housing supply. What we need, and we need it now, is strong planning policies in place, shaped by the people who live here, that protect our borough and its environment from unsuitable development and create the kind of place we want Basingstoke and Deane to be. So I look forward to receiving that paper at Cabinet. So moving on to item 4, we have minutes of the meeting held on the 5th of July 2022 and the minutes for the meeting held on the 26th of July 2022. Any comments, or are you happy that I sign them off as a true and accurate record? Thank you very much. So then we come to our first significant item, which is Q1 Capital Monitoring Report as at the 30th of June 2022, which is on page 17 to 38. Would anybody like to comment on the report? No, if not, are we happy to take the recommendations that are written on page 18? Are we all in agreement? Brilliant, thank you very much. And then we move to item 6, which is the Q1 Revenue Budget Monitoring for 2022-23, which starts on page 39 and goes to page 50. Any comments or questions on the paper? Nope. In that case, are we happy to accept the recommendations, both the ones for noting and for approving, that are on page 40? We're in agreement. Thank you very much. So the last item I have is whether we have anything that requires the exclusion of the press and the public, and we don't. In that case, I would like to draw this meeting to a close. Thank you very much for your time.